Heyo, the time has come for more Carnage. Sup friends, SuperCliff here, and thanks for tuning in on today's brand new video. Absolute Carnage, issue number 3, written by the lover of 90s nostalgia, Donny Cates, with the art done by Ryan Stegman. Let's get crazy. And so the comic opens up from where we left off last. Miles has just been consumed by Norman Osborn, and it's during Miles' transformation where Eddie is feeling a tremendous amount of guilt. And I mean, can you blame him? For both Eddie and Spider-Man have been losing this fight ever since the Absolute Carnage's event's inception. So yeah, I also would feel like a bucket of tears. After throwing Miles across the street, the Venom symbiote decides to voice his opinion on their current predicament, telling Eddie to kill Miles before things get worse. Suddenly, as both Eddie and the Scorpion are attempting to fend off the Carnage thralls, Norman shows up, asking Eddie if Daddy's scared, insinuating that in about 2 seconds, he's about to drop a car on Eddie's face. It's here where Eddie tries to smooth talk with the villain, telling him, "Hey man, we're just trying to help both you and your grandson." And it's by mentioning Normie, Osborn's grandson, that Eddie's words are able to reach him. However, the Venom symbiote once more pressures Eddie into killing by immediately stabbing Norman through the heart. And though Eddie is shocked by his symbiote's actions, unfortunately Eddie doesn't have time to waste, as Matt Gargan's the Scorpion is heard in the background crying for help. Eddie rushes over to aid Scorpion, but the symbiote is acting quite stubborn as it stands over Norman's wounded body. But at the last second, the symbiote decides to bond back with Eddie, giving Norman the chance to repair his wound, using his own personal version of Carnage First Aid. Venom is then able to punch his way towards the Scorpion, and the two manage to escape. However, while swinging across the city, Eddie's symbiote informs him that if Eddie's not willing to kill when the time comes, he will find someone else who's willing. Later, Venom and Scorpion arrive at Rex Strickland's safe house, aka Venom HQ, where they are surprisingly welcomed by Spidey, Cap, Wolverine, Banner, Sleeper, and the Thing. Now, in case you haven't been reading the Venom tie-in books, I suggest that you do, since those are the only tie-ins written by Donny Cates himself. You would have remembered that these heroes arrived to save Normie and Dylan from the Life Foundation symbiote, and while during their showdown, the Maker managed to escape. And while the group provides Eddie with ketchup, they also ensure him that no one here plans to arrest him, for they all know he didn't commit murder. Oh yeah, that's right, Eddie is also wanted for murder. What a crappy night. Banner suggests that they test the machine on Thing, Cap, and Wolverine first, prior to using children, and both Venom and Spidey agree. Hours pass, where we later see Eddie staring over Cap, who's currently in stasis. It's at this point where Spider-Man confronts Eddie about Carnage, telling him that even if they win this Codex race, they will eventually have to go to war with Carnage. Though Eddie seems distracted, he's able to answer Spidey, telling him that they'll be fine. Spidey then asks Eddie on whether or not he's going to tell Dylan that he's his father. But suddenly the real Eddie shows up, alerting Spider-Man to get away. And it's here where the fake Eddie reveals himself to be Cletus Cassidy. And after having some really chilling WTF dialogue, Carnage thralls burst through the ceiling. And as a shitstorm is about to consume our heroes, the Venom symbiote proves good on his word by ditching Eddie for someone stronger, someone who's willing to kill, that being of course Bruce Banner's the Hulk. And that, my friends, was Absolute Carnage, issue number 3. And I'm having a jolly good old time with this event. You can tell that Cates knows his Marvel just by simply reading the issue's dialogue. Every word or action that our characters say or take is completely on point with their character. And Carnage, oh boy. So here's the deal. Cletus Cassidy is a bad guy. Like, that's his entire character. But the way that Cates portrays the psycho is so creatively entertaining, you can almost feel his excitement, which is weird, but also pretty cool. Now, should you be reading the Venom tie-in? Probably. But if you aren't, you'll easily be caught up in the way that this book is structured. Sadly, in the comic book world, tie-ins are but one of the many negatives when dealing with big events. The art. Seriously, Ryan Stegman, 'twas your destiny to draw this book. God, the red. Oh, and I'm so down for the next issue, a Venom Hulk. I mean, come on. So yeah, you can bet your bottom dollar that I'm going to give Absolute Carnage, issue number 3, another 9 out of 10. And that wraps up today's video. If you guys like my content, please hit that subscribe button, as well as hit the bell symbol, so that the world of comics is never missed out. Peace, guys.